Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are looking at the brand new 90-day PowerSheets goal planner from Cultivate What Matters. So, little backstory. Last week, June 7th, this goal planner was released from Cultivate What Matters for the very first time. Normally in the summer season, they release their 6-month undated PowerSheets, but this year, they decided to do 90 days, so 3-month undated PowerSheets. It's in a bound book like this, and I'm just so excited to show this to you guys. I did order mine on their launch day. They had the options between this linen color and then this green color in the bound book option, and unfortunately, these flew off the shelves. They did sell out on launch day, but they have said that they are going to release more between July and August, I believe. So I'm going to link the link to the Cultivate What Matters website so you can check that out. You can also go on their website and find these. It will say they're sold out, but if you click on it, you will have the option of putting in your email. You'll click a button that says notify me when these are available or something like that. And then you will be notified when the next shipment is available. So you can get your hands on these if you didn't purchase them, or you can purchase another one like I'm going to, because I only got one. I was a little hesitant about buying a whole year's worth just in case it didn't work, but I am having really good feelings that this is what I am going to use as my goal planner. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So I got the natural linens cover. It is accented with these cute pinks, which I really love. And so let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, before I do that, I do want to show you, they do have their 2022 PowerSheets. These are also sold out. These normally launch in October. So the 2023 ones will launch in October, and then they start in January of 2023. These ones are dated and tabbed, so you can use them for a whole year. And I do like my dated ones, but I'm having some trouble with some things, and so I really feel like a clean slate is needed for myself. But here's just like a size comparison. This one is smaller, and so it's kind of nice, and it's thinner, obviously, because it's only 90 days, but it's just like this cute little book that you get to carry around, and I love it. So we're gonna open her up. Okay, so this says PowerSheets 90-day goal planner. This intentional season belongs to, and then you write your name here. I love how they phrase this, because in the dated PowerSheets, it says this cultivated year belongs to, which is still really cute. But I don't know. I just love the idea of like an intentional season. I guess maybe because that's what I'm striving for in my life, and I haven't seen that in a while, but I'm a fan. Okay, and then it talks about why they do what they do. A little letter from the Cultivated team. And then you jump into your prep work. So the actual dated yearly PowerSheets have this very intensive prep work. It's like 50 something pages, and they break down a bunch of different things to help you identify what you want to accomplish in the year to come. And I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with it a lot. I am able to finish it, but I don't know. I've never felt good about it. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot. And I was talking to a friend last week about it, and for those that know what the Enneagram is, it's a personality test for those that don't know, but I'm kind of like a personality style, but I am an Enneagram type 2, and so I am like the helper type person. I love helping people. I strive to just serve others and make sure everyone else is taken care of, but because of that, I always tend to forget myself. And so with goal setting, that is hard for me, especially doing this prep work and not really focusing on myself. And so I am feeling a little bit more hopeful with this prep work just because it's a lot smaller. It does talk about your intentional season once again. It talks about the research behind how 90 days is the ideal time to progress on a goal and to achieve things in your life. So then it gives you a chance to jot down some ideas of what matters most to you in the season ahead. Next, you're going to write down what do you want to cultivate in the next 90 days. Write some goal ideas here. So you have 2 pages to do that. That's another thing that I really like about this is that it is only 90 days. I feel like personality-wise, I am like an all or nothing person, and I am working on that. But I just feel like I have to achieve everything all the time. And I've learned about seasons of rest, especially with a toddler and becoming a new mom. But when I have my goal, like my yearly goal planner, I'm like, okay, this is everything I'm going to accomplish and I'm going to get it all done. What I like about this is that it's that shorter time period. And so I'm only focusing on the next 3 months of my life. What am I going to do in the next 3 months? And so I really feel like this is very focused on that, and which obviously it should be, but I just love that. It helps a person with my type of thinking just focus on the next 90 days than the next 365 days. Okay, and then talks about what makes you come alive, describe how you feel about most days, what fires you up. A lot of this is the same stuff that's in that yearly prep work, but I really love it. And then it's time to evaluate yourself. So these are the 8 different goal types that Cultivate What Matters focuses on. It's health and wellness, friends, focal relationship, and this can be any relationship. It doesn't have to be a significant other or a spouse. It can just be, what relationship do you want to focus on? Is it a relationship with a child or a coworker or a parent? Just something. And so I really like that. And then you have family, finances, spiritual and personal growth, work and learning, and then recreation. And so you are supposed to rate yourself how you feel that you are doing in that category, and then jotting down some ideas of why you feel the way you feel. And so, like I said, this is the same as it is in the yearly PowerSheets, and I really do find this helpful. Okay, and now you're going to write down the good things that happened in the last 90 days, people you're grateful for, challenges, and what you learned. And so once again, focusing in on that 90-day time period and what happened that was good, what happened that was bad, what did you learn, and who are those people that really stuck out and you're grateful for in your life. Okay, now we're looking at that big picture. So it says, imagine yourself for many years from now. I'm pretty sure in the yearly PowerSheets, once upon a time, it said, imagine yourself when you're like 80 years old, and that's where I get that from. But anyway, it says, look back on the whole of your life. Where will you be grateful you spent your time and attention? And I love how they broke this up into 2 sections, what will have mattered and what won't have mattered. So you're able to just brainstorm like what matters in your life and what doesn't. Okay, and then we have that big picture vision, helping you kind of write out what you want to grow long term and who you want to be in these different aspects of your life. And then living it out in this season. So now that you know what you want to do, how can you live like that now? Envision the most purposeful season and write some actions. So you're going to write down, okay, how can I'm trying to think of an example. Like with a focal relationship, I'd probably think about my husband, just because there is that focal relationship there. And so I would come up with ideas of how like we could build our relationship or how I could be a better wife to him. Things like that, whatever it is. These pages are stuck. Okay, and then we talk about your focus, what you're saying yes to, and what you're saying no to. And this is talking about the different type of goals. This is new this year. This is also in the yearly power sheets, but this is new to that as well. But they break down the goals into habits, finish lines, and big dreams. So habits, those are like those rhythms in your life that create consistency. Finish line goals are things that have specific time and can be measurable. And then big dreams are things that are often life-changing. They take a little bit more time. Okay, they don't really have like A to B finish line, but they can be completed. And so you're supposed to kind of write out what actions or goals that you have for each area and where do they fall under and the types of goals. Okay, and then we are going to next kind of find where the focus is in your power sheets so far, and kind of like summarize what your big purpose vision is for the next 90 days. And then you're going to pick your word for the season. This is different in the yearly power sheets. This is your word of the year. I really like the word for the season because I feel like as the year goes on and you're growing in your goals, you're going to change. And so I really like the ability of changing that word up every 90 days. Okay, and then you have a spot to do a rough draft of your goals. And I really like all the little things it says at the bottom. This helps me a lot with my all or nothing mentality. But it talks about keep it simple. You might have 2 goals or up to 8. So just do what you need to do. You don't have to have 8 goals to be successful. You could only focus on 2 things and you're still going to make progress in your life. Focus on the big picture. Do what is best for this season. I love this one, I think, the most. You'll have the opportunity to refresh your goals every 90 days. Take it one season at a time and know that your goals will grow and change as you do. That's like what I need to hear every day of my life. And then look at your budget. And this is talking more about like the time and energy you have to spend. Evaluate each goal and see whether it's realistic to make progress in the season ahead. And I feel like that's important too. You have to remember what you're getting yourself into. Like when I was pregnant, so I got my 2021 power sheets, the yearly ones, and I was pregnant still. I was due in November. I got them in October, and I started doing all my prep work while I was on my maternity leave. I had just started it, and I was getting ready to have our baby. And I wanted to do all the things. I was like, I'm going to be this great mom, and I was going to start teaching, and I was just so excited. But my budget, my time budget, my energy budget was not built up the way I thought it was, because then I had my baby. And I'm not going to lie, 2021 was not a year of crushing goals and all this awesome, like, change in my life the way I thought it was going to be. It was more of a year of rest and a year to learn how to take things slow and to take care of myself. And so definitely look at your budget of your time and your energy and what your life really is going to look like realistically. I obviously was looking at this with hindsight 2020. I never had a baby before, and I knew it was going to take my time, but man, it was wild. And so just remember to look at your budget. So I really like that they mention that as well. Okay, now it says, now is your time to bloom where you've been planted. So you take the time to write out your goals for the season. It is numbered to 8, but it does say right here, you do not have to have 8 goals. Use as many boxes as you need for your life. So like we've talked about, you can only write 2 if you want. You could have 8 and that's awesome, but really focus on what you really want to achieve in the next 90 days. Okay, and then this is the same as well in the yearly power sheets, but it's just this goal action plan. I believe there's 8 of them, but this is just where you're able to write your goal, why, what is your why behind this goal, what type of goal it is, the area you're focusing on, so your resources, what does your plan align with? Okay, so is it more of like a big picture item, something from your yes no list, word of the season? Okay, and then it has some questions to kind of reflect about that goal and then break it down. So it says this page is for yours to use for recording notes and resources, brainstorming mini goals or action ideas, or sketching a plan for your next 90 days. So this is basically just a page to help you figure out what you need to accomplish whatever goal it is in the next 90 days. So there are 8 of these. Here's the ribbons. I have noticed throughout the book that it was kind of like packaged weird, and so like the ribbons have left indents on the pages, which is fine. But we're gonna skip through these. Okay, and then we are to our first month. So you're able to write the month here. You have an undated calendar, so you can use this for whatever you want. If you want to track your time and your goals here, that's awesome. If you want to use this like a regular planner and plan your life out in this book, you can totally do that as well. It's completely up to you. And then you have your prepare well and your tending list like you would in your yearly power sheets. It's important to do is what's upcoming on your mind, and I'm hopeful that. Then here's your tending list. Your tending list obviously is a lot smaller, but I really appreciate this because I'm not gonna lie, the tending list in the bigger book is kind of intimidating. Let me get to one I haven't written in yet. Okay, so here it is in the bigger book. Ooh, I'm just like knocking everything over. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 monthly action item lines. And then this one you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like cut them in half, basically, how many lines you have. And I really like that. I really do a lot. And same with habits. You only have 4. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it cuts it in half. Another thing I noticed is you don't have this brainstorm your month page, but I kind of feel like this page is weird and I don't really know how to use it anyways, so I'm okay with that. But I like how they've simplified this even more, and you're really getting into what matters most and what you need to get done, and so this is awesome. After the tending list, you do have a blank page and then a dotted note page. I also forgot to mention that this is still perforated like it is in the original monthly or yearly power sheet. So you can rip this page out if you want. There's nothing on the back, so you're not losing a page at all. So if you want to rip this out, if you have another planner that you use, you could tape this in there or you could just keep it in. I tend to just keep my tending list in my goal planner, so it's all there. And then you have a dot grid note page that you could use to track different things. And then what's different about this is that it's giving you weekly pages. So this essentially, like I was saying, you could plan out your month in this. You have a monthly spread, and now you have a horizontal weekly spread. And so you have Monday through Friday, and then you have the weekend over here, Saturday, Sunday. You have an awesome to-do list, and then a section for any notes. And so I think this is cool. I think I'm going to use this to kind of help break down my goals and how I want to use my time, and then transfer it to my weekly planner that I'm already using. But I really do like this. You could also journal in here, kind of like how you're feeling like your goals are going. you could use this for really anything. So I love this. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 weekly spreads, and then you have your month in review, and then another good note page, and then you jump into your next month. So like I said, there's 3 months in here. It's basically all the same up until the end. So after you have your 5th week of your 3rd month, you do your 90 days in review. So you talk about your favorite memory, the best thing you read or listened to, your favorite habit, person you're most grateful for, most memorable adventure, song on repeat, milestones, best meal or recipe, biggest change, progress or goal progress that surprised me, most beautiful sight I saw, best, and then it's blank. So you could like fill this in with whatever. And then it gives you a good amount of note pages. So you have these dot grid note pages in the back that you could use for whatever. And then it has some blank pages as well. So I was thinking that this would be awesome for like journaling, or maybe some like memory keeping in your goal planner, kind of keeping track of like those victories that you accomplished in that section of 90 days. Like maybe you learned how to bake, and so you could take pictures of all the fun things you baked, or maybe you trained and ran a 5K, and so you can take pictures of you at your race. Like it could really be anything. Maybe you read, I don't know, like 10 books or something in 90 days, and so you could rate your books and talk about them, why you liked them. You could really use this for anything. And so I love these. I feel like this goal planner is really for anyone that is more fluid with life. I feel like these would be great for someone that doesn't have like a traditional schedule. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like for me as a teacher, I feel like these are gonna work amazing because my schedule's not always the same. Right now, my season is summer, and so I'm not working. I am a stay-at-home mom technically right now. And so my mindset's a lot different than when I am at work. And so I just really like these. I feel like anyone can get benefit out of them. If you just really want to take a break from your yearly power sheets and just want to focus on 90 days, I feel like this is perfect. If you want to jump into goal setting, but you're really not sure where to start, I feel like these are amazing. Like I said, really for anyone. So let me know in the comments below whether you use the power sheets or not. What are your thoughts on this new product? Do you think that it is something that could benefit you in your life? Let's just talk about them in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later.